Lee, thanks for talking to us. A hard afternoon to take that.
Yeah, it was a really long afternoon. And if I'm honest, Graham, I didn't see that performance coming, particularly first half performance. I really didn't. But we've got to dust ourselves off. We've let the players know what we feel, or certainly what I feel. We've got to reassess it tomorrow. Won't go too much off emotion straight after the game with the players, but we've got to address it quickly. And when we go 1-0 down, can't concede two extra, and they keep ending up 3-0s, don't they?
Of course, it was whatever you tried. 5 substitutions very early, 3 from the outset of the second half. No matter what you tried, for some unknown reason, you couldn't get a spark, could you?
We just couldn't get that spark that the boys had on Tuesday night. And like we say, we tried everything in terms of moving players around. We were trying to get that spark. Full credit to them. They didn't allow that to happen. I thought they were brighter than us. I thought they played with more energy. Maybe it's one game too far at this point for some players, just because of the build-up. I don't mean performance. I mean in terms of build-up of what's gone on in the last week. But I thought they were well worthy winners. It
wasn't helped, of course, that you were concerned that you lost 2 key of your back 4 players who played most of the season.
Yeah, of course. When you take your back line out of the back, it can take some adjusting. But look, let's not come up with any excuses that we were beaten by a team who were far brighter than us on the afternoon and fully deserved their win. What we can't allow to happen is what's been building, what we've been trying to improve on in the last 5 games, 4 games going in before that, is we can't let this derail what we're trying to do. Quickly, the players have to address it. We have to take it on the chin for all the praises they got on Tuesday, because there were some praises. They've got to take the negative with that and take that on board and turn that into energy for on Tuesday.
I think this result actually again proves it, unfortunately, about your club, like the rest of them, you can be inconsistent.
Yeah, Graham, that was the word that was used before the game. We know how the team to set up to play and to get the best out of the group. But what we've got to become is consistent. Maybe consistent in a way, but we want to be consistent in terms of performances and results. Certainly not losing, 3-0 at home and then another 3-0 at home in the space of a few weeks.
And you've only got a space of a few days, but the one thing that you've mentioned is that players earn the shirts, and you've got an open team selection to make now, because possibly on that you wouldn't have found too many positives.
No, probably Rio, I thought, was the brightest player, kept at the task. But no, like every game, going into every game, you have to give everything thorough thought and come up with a plan. But there'll be some players who will be banging down the door if I go against what I say. So we've got to work hard. I spoke to the players about having credit in the bank, and we haven't got any. Certainly as staff and players, we don't give ourselves any, and the fans haven't given us any. We can tell that by their reaction. So we have to get more consistent to get a little bit of credit in the bank all round. So we've got to put that right straight away on Tuesday.
You've been a player, you know what it's like. What supporters show, their frustrations, their emotions. That wouldn't surprise you what they've watched.
No, emotion in football is one of the main things, isn't it? Again, written on the board was about emotion. Football is an emotional roller coaster. No, so fully appreciate their frustrations this afternoon, really do. After what they probably came on the same thinking as me after Tuesday, really hopeful of the team that's there around us, and I can fully appreciate their frustrations. Like I say, this result, we need to analyse it quickly. The players need to watch their game back quickly, look at the negatives in them and try and turn them into a positive, and we can't let this derail what we're trying to improve every day at the football club.